Hello everyone, a warm welcome to join the C-Suite Talk. Elevate your leadership journey today. This is Vijay, I am your host. Today we are joined by Mr. Yogendra Rajput, CEO and Managing Partner at MapleCloud Technologies and the founder of DevRay. Our guest has a wealth of experience in the industry. We are excited to learn from him. Today's theme is navigating the cloud insights from a cloud technology visionary. Let's start the discussion. Hi, Yogendra. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you. Good evening, all. This is Yogendra Rajput here. Thank you so much for having me in this session.
Thank you for accepting our invite and joining us. Could you please share about your career journey?
Yes, Vijay. So I'm having more than 2 decades experience in information and cybersecurity. I started my career with Wipro and then worked with various organizations like HP, Accenture, Gujarat Gas, and then started my own company. So it was a great journey till now, and starting as a security professional, now owning the cutting edge technology which we have developed for the world. Actually, it's 100% make in India, but now we are serving the global customer.
Yeah, thank you for that introduction, Yogendra. Yogendra, could you share your perspective on evolution of cloud technology and how it has transformed business operations over the years?
Yes. So in fact, when the cloud was new in 2012, I was working with Visaka and I have wrote a couple of books for them on the security consideration on cloud computing. So when it comes to the cloud, there are challenges as well as good business opportunity to move from your legacy data center to the cloud, because the business in the cloud and the transformation which is happening is huge, because you don't have to take care of the complete data center management, which is you can host your server, your services on the cloud, and it can be available 24/7. So earlier what used to happen, you have legacy data center, you can access your computer from your office itself, but if you need to access, then you need a lot of things, the VPN and all. But now when the cloud is there, you can access it from anywhere. It provides you flexibility, and also suppose you are running one application and the demand of the application or the resources required and needs to be increased immediately. On the cloud, you get that facility and flexibility to take care of your business, so that you can increase the complete performance or your services which is required. So of course, the cloud transformation is playing very big role, and now we have Amazon, Google, and a lot of local players also who are providing the cloud services. But at a time, it provides us the flexibility, but because I'm from the security background, and I always think about the security of the data which is there on the cloud. So that is a bit challenge, and the organizations who are opting for those services, they need to really think how the data can be secure.
Thank you, Yogendra, for that insights. I have another question. As a visionary in the field, what emerging trends in cloud technology do you believe will have the most significant impact on the businesses in the near future?
Yes, so in terms of the cloud, as I said, it's gonna play a very big role, and now the organization are moving towards the cloud. And suppose you have seen now the cloud kitchen or the Zomato, right? or per se your Uber or Ola taxis, right? Their setup are on the cloud. They are providing services 24 across, right? And whenever the business needs to take a decision, right? So they can take it immediately, because suppose if resources needs to increase, as I said earlier, that can be done with no time. So as and when your traffic is moving and you need that kind of compute, you can get it on the cloud. Large enterprises are moving towards the cloud because it reduces your operation cost, and it gives you the flexibility to explore a lot of things which were not possible earlier. And of course, the cost saving, which is the major factor. So you save a lot of cost, and you get the service available at any time whenever you need. The cloud is going to play a very big role. And if you see, most of the organization or big enterprise, they are moving towards the cloud. Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah, thank you for that insight. I see every organization is moving towards the cloud. This question is about cloud security, right? Is a major concern for organizations. How can they balance the advantages of the cloud with robust security measures? And what is your advice for navigating this challenge?
In terms of the cyber security, because the cloud provider are only providing you the infrastructure to run your services, but how to secure that, it is responsibility for the organization. So you need to have educated security mechanism in place so that your data cannot be theft, and you have full control to your data. So the one thing is how you are going to access your application, the application access which has been done by your employee, whether that access is secure. The second thing is your application which is there, whether you have educated a mechanism in place to control the traffic which is coming to your devices. So suppose your application is exposed to the internet, but you don't have the adequate mechanism or WAF or other control in place, so that your application should not be compromised. And if you see, if you talk about the player like Flipkart, Amazon, or other industry who are dealing with the e-commerce business, they also have the competitor. But sometimes what happens when some of the promotion is going on, I mean, there might be some attack on your application. So how do you make sure that your attack is being prevented, so that the promotion which you are doing should not impact your business, and you have the adequate cyber security mechanism in place to control that.
Thank you for that insight, Yogendra. Yogendra, you mentioned about cost cutting and cost efficiency as well. This question is all about scalability and cost efficiency. These are often cited as the key benefit of the cloud. What strategy should businesses adopt to optimize their cloud usage and control cost efficiently?
Yeah, Vijay. So in terms of the cost efficiency, if you see now there are plan which is pay per use, right? So suppose you are utilizing some of these services, and and those services are available 9 to 6 only. So you pay only for the period when the services are utilized, and remaining time when the services are not available, you are saving the cost. Though the infrastructure is there, but when you are opting for pay per use, it means whatever the time you are going to use those services, you pay only for that. Second, if you have the legacy data center where you need to invest into the hardware, electricity, and everything, but here what you get the access to the application 24/7, where you don't have to manage the complete infrastructure. Infrastructure is managed by someone else, but your application are live. And also, when the traffic is hitting your application, let's take an example for the banking application. Banking application, normal business time happen 9 to 6. During that period, the traffic hits are more. So when you have the services on the cloud, at least you can increase your resources at that particular time, so that the more user can, your application performance cannot be a bit decreased, right? And during the night time, you can decrease the performance and you reduce that particular cost. So that's how you can control the cost. And because here you are only paying for the services, not for the complete infrastructure which is there.
Yes, you mentioned it is going to be cost efficient for all the organizations who are migrating to cloud operations, it seems. Approach for all the organizations.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for that insights, Yogendra. I have another question in the context of cloud technology. Data management and analytics play a crucial role. How can organizations leverage cloud resources for their data-driven insights, and what are the potential pitfalls to avoid?
Yes. So let's take an example for one organization who wanted to launch their product. Okay. And when you wanted to launch the product, you get a lot of hit to your particular application where you are launching it. And you understand, so when you run the AI and machine learning on the cloud, you get a lot of analytical and insight from that data, so that which help you to take the decision what kind of product, which area I have to launch, what kind of promotion I have to run, so that you can have the complete marketing strategy through that particular data, which help you to decide your next strategy. I remember one of the cases where one organization wanted to launch their product, and they just wanted to customize the offers for different geography. But when they launch it, they analyze the data on the cloud through the ML and AI, that some part of the country the user are more attractive to that particular product. So they have designed the complete promotion and offers for that particular reason. So it helps them to navigate the decision basically, which is more important for any of the business actually.
You mean to say the customization is very much required for the organization according to their requirements?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. Thank you for that insights. Moving on to next question. We know that multi-cloud and hybrid cloud approaches have gained popularity. Could you discuss about the advantages and the challenges of these approaches, and how should companies decide what is best for them?
It depends on the organization to organization. Suppose you have some of the company. Let's take an example for the telecom. You have the regulation where you cannot take that data outside India. So you need to have that in either on the private cloud or on your data center, or on some of the application which can also go on the hybrid cloud, right? So that depends on the organization to organization. But yes, in some of the cases, if you talk about the government is totally moving. I mean, they are not exposed their data to the any of the cloud. So they wanted to have their own cloud where they can control their data, and data is not going outside from country. So there are also a lot of data center providers where they are providing the cloud services, where the data center itself in India. And apart from that, they are also hosting some of the services into the government data center. In terms of the hybrid model, that again depend on the organization to organization. But yes, because when you have the critical data, you cannot move it to on the cloud. That is the decision which any of the organization needs to take. I mean, I've been working with a lot of manufacturing industries where they have some of the application on the cloud, but remaining data in their data center. So where they have their patent and everything, they don't want to host it on the cloud because cloud is not secure there. So they have their own data center and they are putting those records, those data in the data center, and remaining application which can be exposed to the internet or which can be exposed to the customer, they have hosted in the data center. Now, the answer is not straightforward, but yes, that organization has to decide how they wanted to move their data, because data security is top priority. And of course, the cost optimization, both things cannot happen simultaneously. But yes, that is the wise decision which needs to be taken. Organization has to decide basically.
Thank you for that insight, Yogendra. I see, yes, the organization has to take a call on their based on the preferences, priority, and then, of course, considering all the security aspects. Thank you for that insights, Yogendra. Moving on to next question. So the question is, considering the rapidly evolving nature of technology, what advice would you offer to aspiring cloud technology professionals and entrepreneurs looking to make their mark in this industry?
Very good question, Vijay. In fact, cloud is the future. No one can deny that. And on the cloud, also the artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is coming there, having that services on the cloud and making that decision how their data needs to be accessed, going to be grow. I mean, what we have seen the growth now, it is going to multifold. In terms of the opportunity in the cloud and understanding on the platform and the job opportunities also are huge because having the skill resources are critical. I mean, in IT, if you consider the cloud as well as on the cybersecurity, there is a huge demand across the globe. So yes, in terms of if any candidate wanted to move into the cloud, there are a lot of certifications available, and there are a lot of opportunities also. So this is one area where they can make their career. I would say it would be right decision to have the knowledge, understanding on the cloud along with the cybersecurity. So use requirement, use demand in the market.
Greatly said, Yogendra. Yes, the cloud is going to be the future, and along with that, having a cybersecurity will add definitely more strength to the professionals who are trying to aspire in this cloud technology. Thank you for that insights. With that note, I would like to conclude the session. Thank you, Yogendra, for accepting the invite and joining us today and sharing your great insights, which will add more information or knowledge to the audience who are listening to our podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, audience.
It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much having me here in the session, and looking forward to have more sessions along with you. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone.